What's up? Welcome to my night before Disclosure Day stream. So, yeah, here we are doing Disclosure Day. The night before Disclosure Day, talking about Steven Spielberg movie. So there's this thing that I saw, this theory, this conspiracy that Steven Spielberg was hired by the CIA to make Disclosure Day that I heard about, and I was like, that is pretty cool. And also I heard there could be a connection to Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and I have theory to that. My theory is that at the end of Disclosure Day, we could see the return of Roy Neary, and that the information that they're unveiling to the public into Disclosure Day could be maybe they covered up what happened in Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and it's now being revealed what really happened in Disclosure Day. And maybe we'll get maybe eventually we'll get a sequel to Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That'll be pretty cool. I'm gonna look up the runtime of Disclosure Day. The runtime of Disclosure Day is 2 hours and 25 minutes. That's pretty good runtime. Yeah, pretty good runtime. Exactly what I predicted for the runtime. And for how much I think it'll make anywhere between 450 million to 650 million. I think it'll make pretty good money because it's a Steven Spielberg movie, and Steven Spielberg movies tend to make pretty good money, like Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I mean, it made less than A New Hope, but that's because it came out in the same month as A New Hope, but it still made pretty good money. And also E.T. made pretty good money in 1982, and so did War of the Worlds, I think. I think that was a Steven Spielberg movie. I'm pretty sure it was. I think it had Tom Cruise in it. Yeah, had Tom Cruise in it, and yeah, it was a Steven Spielberg movie. I have never seen it before. I need to watch it because I've heard really good things about it. So that might be a movie I watch. I also need to watch E.T. The only Steven Spielberg movie I have watched besides the Indiana Jones movies is Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And Close Encounters of the Third Kind is great. A great movie. I love it. I really like the plot of it. It's a fun movie. Just turn it on and have fun. Yeah. Yeah, I need to watch War of the Worlds and E.T. I'll probably watch E.T. first because it's the more popular movie, and then I'll probably watch War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise because it's Steven Spielberg and Tom Cruise. That is pretty cool. Yeah. So, and I'll definitely do reviews on those two as well, kind of I will do reviews on E.T. and War of the Worlds, which I'm very excited to talk about those two. Oh, and it looks like David Harbour's in it too. That's pretty cool. Yeah, for Disclosure Day, I think I'm really excited for Disclosure Day. A UFO conspiracy, sign me up. And yeah, maybe this will get us hyped for more Steven Spielberg movies, and maybe he'll give us a Close Encounters of the Third Kind sequel, with Roy Neary returning to Earth. Because I read that Steven Spielberg regrets how Roy Neary abandoned his children and his family. So if they do a sequel to Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Steven Spielberg can like fix that. Like that would be pretty cool if they did that. It would definitely be like a legacy sequel, and maybe we can bring in characters from Disclosure Day, like into Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Maybe it'll be called Fourth Encounters, like Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind. Like first one was the third kind, and then we can get the fourth kind, Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind. I mean, if they want to, but I think I could see us maybe getting a Close Encounters of the Third Kind sequel, like a movie like that brings in the Disclosure Day characters. If Disclosure Day makes like a good amount of money. And maybe also E.T. if they want to, but I don't think they would mess with E.T. I think they would just bring in like Close Encounters of the Third Kind and connect that to Disclosure Day. But yeah, I don't think they'll mess with E.T. Yeah, I'm really excited for Disclosure Day there, and like we are like almost halfway through the year when it comes to movies. Like we've got Toy Story 5 next week. I'm very excited for that. That's gonna be a big night before stream, and then the week after that's Supergirl. Which during the Supergirl night before stream, we're probably gonna talk about some predictions, some like speculation for Man of Tomorrow, for how Supergirl can set up Man of Tomorrow. And then we have Young Washington on July 3rd, which I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm probably going to go see that, maybe. And then The Odyssey, I'm not going to go see that. But Spider-Man Brand New Day, I'm definitely going to go see that. And then we'll get like a little bit of a break. And then in September, we get the Avengers Endgame re-release, which is going to have new scenes that connect to Avengers Doomsday. I'm definitely going to see that. And then in October, we have The Legend of Aang, which I'm very excited for. I need to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. I will definitely do that before October. And also, we have Street Fighter. I'm probably going to go watch Street Fighter. And Clayface as well. I think Clayface will be when we get the DCU Batman. That'll be pretty cool. And then we'll get Dune Part 3 and Avengers Doomsday on the same day, on December 18th, to close out the year. I'm probably going to go see Dune Part 3 first, because Avengers Doomsday would definitely be the bigger movie out of the two. So yeah, Doomsday. I'm definitely on the Doomsday train. Yeah, with Disclosure Day, Coleman Domingo from Michael is in Disclosure Day, and I really liked Coleman Domingo in Michael. I thought he did a phenomenal job as Michael Jackson's father, and I'm really excited to see how good he is in Disclosure Day. Also, Emily Blunt, she was in Devil Wears Prada 2. I thought she did pretty good in Devil Wears Prada 2. And then Wyatt Russell, of course, he plays John Walker in the MCU, and he was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which he's phenomenal. Same for Thunderbolts. He's also a pretty funny character. And also, I'm pretty excited to see him in Avengers Doomsday later this year. Honestly, what I'm most excited to see in Avengers Doomsday with John Walker is him meeting Steve Rogers. He's probably going to be like, hey, I used to be Captain America. Like, that would be a pretty funny, like, scene in Avengers Doomsday if they decide to do that. But yeah, I'm really excited for Avengers Doomsday. It comes out in about 6 months. I can't believe we are half a year away from the next Avengers movie. And then we only have to wait like a year for Avengers Secret Wars after that, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, Disclosure Day, yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty good movie. I'm glad that it's 2 hours and 25 minutes, so a pretty good runtime. Like, yeah, pretty good runtime for what is happening according to the trailers. I think 2 hours and 25 minutes is a great runtime. I think it's around the same runtime as Close Encounters of the Third Kind, yeah. Close Encounters of the Third Kind is 2 hours and 27 minutes, so this is 2 minutes shorter than Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Now, what's E.T.'s runtime? E.T. is 1 hour and 55 minutes, so yeah, like 2 hours. Yeah. And then War of the Worlds is 1 hour and 56 minutes, so definitely shorter. AT is 2 hours, so yeah, shorter. But yeah, this is a close runtime to, like, pretty close to Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I can't believe we've done so many Night Before streams in 2026 this year so far. That's pretty cool that we've managed to do this many Night Before streams. Yeah, and also this many spoiler reviews as well. Yeah, crazy, pretty crazy. But yeah, that'll be the end of the of my Night Before Disclosure Day stream. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and hope you guys are also looking forward to Disclosure Day as much as I am, and also the rest of the movies coming out this year. We got a pretty good movie lineup for the rest of the year, and then 2027 also seems like it's going to be a great movie year, like as great as 2026. And also next month is San Diego Comic-Con, which is pretty cool. Very excited for that. But yeah, right now I'll do my closing and say bye. Make sure to like, hit the notification bell, and subscribe. Until next time, guys, bye.